So, you're in the market to get paint protection film done for your Tesla, but you aren't sure where to start. Hi, I'm Tammy with AFS, and today we'll be talking a little bit about paint protection film. So, paint protection film is essentially a clear 8 mil thick film. 8 mil, you can kind of compare that thickness to like your debit or your credit card, and it is made out of polyurethane to protect your paint against rock chips, paint chips, scratches, etc. This is especially important for your Tesla because they do come from a green state. So this means that y'all's paint is a water-based paint, meaning it's very, very chippable and very, very scratchable and super prone to getting imperfections over time because the paint is so thin. That's where paint protection film comes into play. A big benefit of getting paint protection film is, of course, preserving the life of your paint, especially if you bought your Tesla and you're planning to keep her around for quite a while in the family, whatever it may be. Paint protection film is going to help maintain the integrity of your vehicle's paint. Paint protection film is also known to have self-healing properties as well. To an extent, of course, it is a film, so it is not bulletproof. However, it does definitely help protect your paint against daily road damages, whether it be road debris, light scratches, getting scratched up in the parking lot, whatever it may be. Instead of repainting the entire vehicle, all you would have to essentially do is peel that paint protection film right on off. Everything underneath should still be intact, and you would just need to get the film replaced itself. When it comes to paint protection film, there are a couple of different packages that you can choose from depending on the amount of coverage that you're looking for. Starting off, we have our full front, which is going to be the most popular package that you'll hear about in the industry. It's going to cover all of those main areas that rock chips hit. So your full hood, full front two fenders, front bumper, mirrors, headlights, and your fog lights are included in this package. If you think about it, your front end of your vehicle gets about 90% of the grunt anyway, so all those high impact areas are covered on your vehicle when you go with the full front. Up next, we have the track pack. So the track pack is going to include everything that I listed: full hood, fenders, bumper, mirrors, headlights, fog lights, but it also includes some additional pieces as well. Your A-pillars, your rocker panels, and your rear rockers, which is like the sides of your rear bumper. This is generally what we like to recommend for vehicles who are a little bit lower to the vehicle, more sportier vehicles. However, it's not really accustomed to a specific type of vehicle. We've had plenty of Model Ys, Model 3s go with this package. It just offers additional coverage if that's what you're looking for. And last but not least, we have our full body paint protection film. Now, when you choose to go with the full body, you have two options. You have the option to do either full body gloss, which your paint would still just look exactly the same, that same glossy finish that it has currently, or you have the option to do full body stealth. Now, stealth is still a clear film, but what it does when installed onto your vehicle's paint is turn it into a more of a satin matte finish. So you get the benefit of changing the aesthetic of your vehicle while also maintaining those protective properties that you get from paint protection film at the same time. So the very first thing we're going to do before we even lay any film on your vehicle is going to be our full decontamination process. Essentially what this is going to entail is a DI hand wash or a deionized hand wash, which if you don't know what a DI is or deionized water is, it is essentially the cleanest, most filtered water you can use. It contains no calcium, so it's best, which is definitely important to use whenever it comes to installing the PPF. We're going to do a full deionized hand wash, clay bar, iron X removal, foam wash, and then we air dry as well. The prepping process is the most important process or step to a clean PPF install. If you don't prep your vehicle good, you're not going to have a good PPF job. When it comes to our PPF process, it is a little bit more labor intensive compared to most shops. We will safely remove your front emblem, especially if it's a Model 3, Model Y, as well as your cameras on your Tesla. There's a couple of different reasons why we do this. One, if you use a pattern cut, which is what most shops use, which is nothing necessarily wrong with it, but this is what you're going to get. Around your teeth, as well as around your cameras, you're going to notice a cutout around them. Now, is there anything wrong with this necessarily? No, it's more so personal preference. But those edges do allow dirt, dust, pollen, etc. to build up along those lines or those edges and become visible. This also means the film can get underneath the film and cause it to lift up over time. So we eliminate that entirely by, again, removing that T, popping that right on off, laying the film, putting the emblem right back on. That way you have a clean install, no lines, no cutouts. Same thing on your cameras as well. Pop those right on out, install the film, get as close to that edge as we can. That way you can't even tell the film is on there. Put them right back in again and recalibrate everything for you so she's ready for you to pick up whenever it comes time. Now, I did talk a little bit about a pattern cut, but what we do differently here at AFS is we still use technically that same pattern. But what we'll do when it comes to printing out the film is extend it. So we'll print it out a little bit bigger than what it's supposed to be, about 1/4 of an inch bigger. And what this allows us to do is wrap over those edges and stretch it underneath to get as clean and as seamless of an install as we can. Our goal here is to make it look like there's nothing on there. We want it to look like your paint, and with the way that we install, it definitely does. So when you drop off for PPF, you can expect to leave your vehicle with us for a couple of days, up to a week, just depending on the amount of coverage of the package that you end up choosing. Know that while your vehicle is here with us, she is safe under our care. We do have general liabilities insurance, which hopefully all shops should have. This is if you slip and you fall when you're in the shop. But the biggest, most important part is that we also have garage keepers insurance, which unfortunately most shops do not have. This is to ensure the coverage under your vehicle. Again, washes under our care. We do have cameras at every single corner here, inside and out. So in the event that anything happens to your vehicle while she is here with us, we do have coverage for that as well. Your vehicle will also be in a climate controlled clean room to minimize any dust contamination, dirt contamination while we are installing on your vehicle, as well as we do have a 3-step QC process. So QC, quality control. So the very first thing we do with you whenever you drop off your vehicle is a full walk around, interior and exterior. And then whenever we pull your vehicle in, wash and prep it, we do one more walk around after that when she's clean. That way we can catch any imperfections we may not have caught before. And then finally, after all the services are done, another walkthrough is done by a service advisor like myself to ensure that everything is good to go whenever we hand your vehicle back to you. Now, when you leave from here after picking up your vehicle, we're not done yet. While the PPF is curing, getting used to the sun, heat, humidity, etc., things that just hasn't been exposed to you before, naturally the film wants to shrink. So you can expect to see some lifting issues, some little bubbles here and there. Do not freak out. This is perfectly normal. And this is why we have y'all come back for a 2-week follow-up to address any potential lifting issues and ensure that the film is curing properly. So if you notice any of those issues after you leave from here, don't fret. We'll have you come back in that 2-week follow-up and address all those issues that you may see. So a couple other things that sets us apart from other shops is that the installers that we have here have worked on over 1,000 vehicles. So the installer that works on your vehicle is going to be very highly skilled and very highly experienced. We do not allow anyone that is learning or training or a newly certified installer to work on your vehicle. All of our techs here are in-house, so we do not outsource any of our work, which means when your vehicle is here, it is being worked on. It's not sitting waiting for anyone to come out and get it done for you. It's all done in-house. All right, y'all, that's it for paint protection film. If y'all have any further questions or concerns, please feel free to call any of these 3 numbers below, and a service advisor would be happy to assist you. We are autofill specialists, and at AFS, this is not a job. It's an art. An artist will always do a better job.